Hello and very warm welcome to RAFLIMTS. This is Farooq Hussain. In this hands-on video tutorial, we will learn how we can download and install DSpace 8 front end on Ubuntu 22.04. So here I am using Ubuntu on a virtual machine through the VMware. So let's start this video. In one of the last video when I have installed DSpace 7.4, I have built this guide and now I have updated for DSpace 8 and here's my terminal. The very first thing that I need to do is to update and upgrade my system. App-get update and app-get upgrade, and that is yes. Okay, after the update and upgrade, we need to install the Node.js. Node.js is actually JavaScript, and it's actually one of the utility that's used for the prerequisites for DSpace. It's actually runtime utility, and that is open source. And we will install this through the NVM. NVM is actually the Node version manager, and we are going to check the current release of not version manager on this website. Let me open my web browser and I'll just paste this website. So it's version 0.40.1, that is the latest one, if you can say this. And before we install NVM, we need to install the curl to copy the uh, NVM repository in our Ubuntu directory. So here is the command apt-get install curl. I think I have already curl, yes. And then we can add the repository of NVM to our system. Let me clear this and paste here. And apply changes in the directory through this command. And now we will check the latest, the LTS not version. What is LTS available, long-term support, through this list. So DSpace 8 is actually working on 18, at least 18. We need 18, version 18. So 18.20.4 is the current LTS, where you can install DSpace 7 on 16 or the 17. I think 17 has no LTS, so we will work with 18.20.4. I have already written here, so just copy this. Through the NVM, we are going to install Node. And that is most important utility or the prerequisites when we build the repository of DSpace. So you need to identify the the correct version of Node, and that's most important. So right now the default version is 18.20.4. And now we are going to install the Yearn. Yearn is actually one of the prerequisites to install DSpace front end, and that's also a JavaScript. It's actually the package manager for JavaScript's dependencies. I mean, DSpace dependencies, system dependencies. So, but you just remember this is one of the prerequisites to install DSpace front end. So here I clear this and paste here. This is the repository, and I add it to my Ubuntu system. And now I use curl to add the source key here, and it's okay. Now I update and install the yarn. So copy, and this command will update my system and add this repository properly, and then I install the yarn. So I would say yes, and it might take few time, but not much time. Okay, now done. So let me clear this, and we can check the version of yarn, what version we have. So we have 1.22.22. I think 1 point something, 1.10 is required, and 1.22 is the latest one for DSpace 8. It's okay.
Hello, this is Farooq Hussain. I have a good news. If you or your organization looking for export deployment and training of any open source integrated library system, digital library system, institutional repositories, discovery and guided tools, standards and protocols, so you can connect me through my Fiverr account. It's fiverr.com/Farooq Hussain. fiverr.com /FURRUKHHUSSAIN, or you can directly connect me through my email address. It's farooq.hussain@gmail.com. So you will receive a 20% discount if you directly connect me through my email address. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste your time. Connect me now through Fiverr or my email address if you need an expert.
Okay, after the yarn, we are going to install the DSpace front end, that is Angular, and we are downloading this uh, through the GitHub, and that is Angular archive in tar gz format. Tar gz is again the zip format. So we copy this command and wget and the address of the GitHub. So we are going to do download 8.0, and then tar gz is one of the zip formats. So we can unzip this through this command here. Okay. So we have unzipped this, and now we are going to change the name of folder through DSpace Angular and DSpace dash 8.0 to DSpace 8. Let me show you. It's might difficult to see here. What we are going to do, we are going to change the name. It's move, and DSpace dash Angular dash DSpace dash 8.0. This is the name of the folder, and we are going to change this folder to DSpace dash 8 dash Angular. and now it has changed. Now we are going to enter the directory, I mean in this folder, through this command cd, and now we are in this directory, and in this directory we are going to install the Angular, I mean Yarn. That is the prerequisites, I mean package manager for JS script, I think. So Yarn we are going to install here, and it might take long time. So I stop my video here and I just come back when it may complete. Okay, done. So after the Yarn, we need to configure the DSpace user and the directory. So we already sudo. So let us clear this and sudo su. I think we are already sudo su. And there we need to add this. Yes, we need to exit this directory first. Okay. Then we need to go sudo su. Okay, now we are root. We have exit this directory. This is DSpace 8 Angular, and now we are going to create a user that is DSpace. Okay, the name of user is DSpace, and we can reset the password for DSpace as a user. Okay. So this is a bad password, but I still continue with this. Okay, and now we are going to make directory that is DSpace. Uh, by directory, I mean a folder, and we are going to grant the permission to that directory, this folder. And we have to copy the, at step 6, we have to copy the DSpace Angular to OPT directory. And it might take few time, depend on the speed of your computer system.
Hello, this is Farooq Hussain. I have a good news. If you or your organization looking for export deployment and training of any open source integrated library system, digital library system, institutional repositories, discovery and guided tools, standards and protocols, so you can connect me through my Fiverr account. It's fiverr.com/Farooq Hussain. fiverr.com /FURRUKHHUSSAIN, or you can directly connect me through my email address. It's farooq.hussain@gmail.com. So you will receive a 20% discount if you directly connect me through my email address. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste your time. Connect me now through Fiverr or my email address if you need an expert.
Okay, it's done now. And we are going to grant the permission to this directory the OPT, and then in OPT, DSpace 8 Angular. Okay, after granting the permission, we are going to, in this directory, we are going to enter in this directory, in this folder, OPT, and in OPT folder, we have DSpace 8 Angular folder. And we are going to enter in this folder, and there we are going to create the proxy. So we will start the yarn that we have installed in the Angular 8 directory, and that directory we have moved to the OPT directory. Now copy this, and this is a long time taken process, and the last process actually. So it will create the proxy for the staff interface, and that proxy, the what I said, local host address is actually connected with the backend, and that backend is actually the demo system of DSpace. I'll show you how we can connect it with locally installed backend when we install the backend in the next video. So we are going to start here. See, it has detected 12.22 as the Node.js version, and it has failed because we are on 18 point something. We have installed 18.20, but it has detected 12.22. So what we do, we will again run this command. So I hope it may change the version. First, let us exit this directory, and we will work as the admin, as the root, and then we will run this command again. So is already installed now using Node 18.20, and let me clear this. So, and then enter to this directory again, and now I am going to start yarn once again. Okay, so it has started. It's generating browser application bundles, and it will take a long time. So let me pause my video here. It's actually depends on the speed of your internet and the computer system. Here I am using a VMware, VM, a virtual machine on the VMware, and that has 6 GB of RAM. uh, so at least we need 6 GB of RAM. That is the most important thing, let me tell you, and 100 GB of hard disk to have D space 8 on your virtual machine. So that is, the least amount of RAM and the hard disk, and that's only for practice purpose. But if you install on your production system, it must be high, because DSpace is one of the heaviest system. 8 is one of the heaviest system. So you have to install number of packages, number of resources there. So it has to be heavy.
Hello, this is Farooq Hussain. I have a good news. If you or your organization looking for export deployment and training of any open source integrated library system, digital library system, institutional repositories, discovery and guided tools, standards and protocols, so you can connect me through my Fiverr account. It's fiverr.com backslash Farooq Hussain. fiverr.com backslash FURRUKHHUSSAIN, or you can directly connect me through my email address. It's farooq.hussain@gmail.com. So you will receive a 20% discount if you directly connect me through my email address. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste your time. Connect me now through Fiverr or my email address if you need an expert.
Okay, so it's still in process. And now it has created the proxy for localhost, and there you can see localhost colon 4000 for the Angular, I mean the user interface. And then there you can see this is the backend sandbox.dspace.org backslash server. That is for the back end, and our back end connected with the front end. So what I need to do, I need to open my web browser. Okay, and there I enter local host colon 4000. Yes, it's colon, and we can also copy the front end, I mean the back end, sorry. Copy link. You can see it has started. Here we are. So we are at DSpace 8, and that is connected with the demo site of backend, and that backend is available here at the sandbox.dspace.org server. And there you can see this is the backend, and that's backend connected with the front end. So now you can see this, and since we are in the demo server, I mean, we have locally installed, but this is again connected with the demo server. So we are going to copy this when we install our backend, so we can connect with the or provided password. So I'll let you know how we can do this. So there we can log in. And we can manage DSpace 8 here. In the next video, I am going to install the DSpace backend on the same system. So stay connected uh, and keep watching RAFLIMTS. So thank you very much. Yes, one more thing. If you need this installation guide, uh, you can buy me a coffee this time. So that's important thing. Because I have shared the installation guide several times to several people, but I have seen number of blogs based on my guides. So I would prefer to if you or else you can actually appreciate my content buy me a coffee. I will give the link in the description of this video. It's not so expensive, so you can buy me a coffee and you can have this guide. Thank you very much for watching RAFLIMTS. This is for Hussain.